Thank you for the food we're about to receive. In the Lord's name, amen.
A typical American family at dinner. Mom and Dad, their beautiful daughter-in-law, and their only son, Joe, a homicidal maniac.
Harry! What are you doing?
How's your dad? It's okay.
Here you go.
Thanks a lot. What you hunting this time? Gonna shoot some pigs.
Targets, a movie about a war inside a man's head.
Hello everybody, Dave the Pickup Artist with you. And this time we've got another Psychedelic Cinema for you. Got a couple of DVDs, some Criterions. So let's get started. The first one I got is another one of those movies I never could find streaming on any of the streaming platforms. So I went ahead and got the Criterion version of Targets. 1968.
Stop it, Jerry. Don't be his errand boy. It nauseates.
Boris Karloff, it is one of his last film roles, directed by Peter Bogdanovich in his first directing job. The way it worked was Bogdanovich was an assistant to Roger Corman in the early mid-60s, and he liked Bogdanovich. Corman liked Bogdanovich, so he wanted to give him his first crack at a directing job, but he didn't want to spend a lot of money. He told Bogdanovich that Boris Karloff owed him 2 days' work, and he could use Karloff, and he could also use footage from a 1963 Karloff film called The Terror that he did with Jack Nicholson. And so, yeah, it's kind of a slapdash affair on the surface. Everyone knows that Corman was a budget hawk. He didn't like to spend a lot of money. So the way they filmed it was they used parts of The Terror and even some film footage from the 30s that Karloff was in. And they had Karloff come in and he did some soundstage work, and they made this film work. Karloff plays, what else? An aging horror movie star. And Bogdanovich, in addition to directing the movie, is also in the movie as an actor. He plays, what else? A young director who's trying to get Karloff's character to read a script.
Come out here because I know you came out to save your own little Opus.
Well, that's true. Because without you, there's no picture.
Rubbish. Anybody can walk through the special effects for you.
It's not that kind of picture.
So as this is going on, around the same part of L.A., most of the scenes are shot. Exterior scenes were shot in L.A. A young man is getting ready to go on a killing spree. The movie's loosely based on Charles Whitman, who went on a shooting spree in Texas. Shooter in this movie, he, like Whitman, first he kills his family one by one. Then he goes out and with his sniper rifles and sets up shop along the LA freeway.
Hey, what are you doing?
Karloff's character is supposed to do an appearance at the drive-in to preview his new movie, and so the sniper decides to sneak into the drive-in theater.
Peter Bogdanovich, the director of The Last Picture Show, takes you for a roller coaster ride through the canyons of a disturbed mind in Targets.
Get down! Oh, somebody
turns an all-American boy into an all-American killer.
Platform where he can shoot at the moviegoers. And Karloff's character shows up in a limo, and the guy starts taking pot shots, and it ends with a movie ends with a confrontation between Karloff and the shooter. Now the shooter is played by Tim O'Kelly, who was like a he was a TV type. He was actually going to be on. He was on the pilot of Hawaii Five-0, but he was too young, so he didn't make the final cut. Criteria of this is really good. We get an interview with Bogdanovich, who tells the story of how it came together with Corman and everything.
He said, would you like to make your own film? I said, yeah. And he said, okay, here's the situation. Boris Karloff owes me 2 days' work. Now, what I'd like you to do is shoot about 20 minutes with Boris Karloff in those 2 days. You can shoot 20 minutes in 2 days. I've shot whole pictures in 2 days. And then what I want you to do is, I want you to get some other actors together and shoot for a week or two, say another hour or something. And then I want you to take 20 minutes of Karloff footage from a picture I made called The Terror. So I'll have 20 minutes of you shoot.
So Corman and Bogdanovich got the idea to do this movie while they were filming the Wild Angels biker flick starring Peter Fonda and Nancy Sinatra. Great movie. And they went from this picture to Targets. And it's basically an essay. The whole movie's an essay on low-budget filming, and it actually works. I think it works. But I could understand how somebody wouldn't like the movie. But I like it because it's a nice taste of 60s Los Angeles. And we get to see Boris Karloff for one of the last times. And Bogdanovich, of course, went on to, I think his next film was The Last Picture Show. But the scenes that were filmed at the drive-in in Targets were pretty intense. Interesting movie. I definitely recommend it. I like the Criterion. We get some bells and whistles, booklets, and a lot of an interview with his Bogdanovich's assistant is on it, and of course the cool trailer. I always love the trailers.
Nice boy Sammy is. He's the only one I feel sorry about in all this.
In life, Boris was very much the way we showed him in the movie, only he wasn't bitter and he wasn't about to retire, although he had a brace on each leg, had difficulty walking. You see in one shot, you can see he's got a completely curved leg. He had to have a cane. He had emphysema, so he had trouble breathing. But boy, did he never complain. Never complained.
Mr. Boogeyman, King of Blood, they used to call me. Marx Brothers make you laugh, Garber makes you weep, Orlock makes you scream.
Next one I have is 1972, I believe, Silent Running, starring Bruce Dern. Now, this is a science fiction feature that I first saw, I think, on one of the late night shows in the 70s, the late night horror shows. Well, they'd also show science fiction. This has Bruce Dern as a botanist aboard a space barge that contains a terrarium where they can grow their own food and plant life and animal life, and it's like a kind of like a floating zoo.
Drone number 3! Drone number 3, keep moving! Follow 1 and 2! Follow 1 and 2!
Dern's character about, he's got working with 4 crewmates and 2 drones. The crew receives orders from high command that they're to abandon the project and return home. But Dern's character isn't having any of that. He wants to save the planet with his botany expertise, and he decides to start basically killing the members of his crew. He gets his entire crew killed.
Put him down in it. And then remain there, because I would like to say something before you cover him over. I would like to be able to say a prayer.
So basically, Dern's character, he takes over the ship. He says that they're not going back. He's determined to carry on this crusade of environmentalism. It's an environmental friendly movie, you would think, but at the end, not so much. Dern, in an effort to save the Earth, gets his entire crew killed and 2 of the drones destroyed. And the end of the movie, we see one of the drones watering a plant that will never be eaten by anybody because everyone's dead. He killed everybody. So yeah, that's how the movie ends. It's soundtrack is interesting. We got 3 songs by Joan Baez on here. And the way the songs are played like during crucial parts of the movie, and they're corny, environmentally friendly songs. Also, there's on the soundtrack, there is an uncredited work by Joe Bird of Joe Bird and the Field Hippies, who does sound effects on this movie. They wanted to make an environmental movie, but everyone dies in the end. I mean, it's sure you saved the environment, but everyone's dead. George Lucas apparently got the idea for R2-D2 and some of the Star Wars drones by the 2 drones or 3 drones in this movie. Went running. Bruce Dern, the great Bruce Dern. And finally, I got Hard Day's Night on Criterion. Looks great. I was watching I think it was Garage Geek or somebody was showing their Criterions, and he showed A Hard Day's Night with, I guess it was a deluxe, because his had all these bells and whistles, posters and stuff, and that was very cool. But yeah, Hard Day's Night on Criterion. Glad to add this one to the collection. And that's all I've got this time around. I'll see you later on. Take care, all.
And I worked with him for 22 weeks. So Roger, I think, felt I'd made some contribution and offered me the opportunity to make my own film. He called me one day, said, "Would you like to make your own film?" I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Okay, here's the situation. Boris Karloff owes me 2 days' work. Now, what I'd like you to do is shoot about 20 minutes with Boris Karloff in those 2 days. You can shoot 20 minutes in 2 days. I've shot whole pictures in 2 days.